The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holly, and Shannon Gross.
Hump Day! Looking live at a very festive Tostitos Championship Plaza outside Ford Center at the Star in Frisco, Texas, where doesn't get much better than this.
Ooh.
73 degrees, the high is 75, the low is 52.
I love it. This is Kurt. One pump dangerous because two pumps will get you a flag. He is Nate Newton. That is Shannon Gross. In the back, keeping us live and local, is Chris Beam. I am Salt and Pepper Poppy. Together, we make Hanging with the Boys, the sports talk equivalent of Braille people.
Feel us.
When we speak.
Brought to you each and every show by Wingstop.
No, because Wingstop is
here. There we go.
Almost, I got you.
How we doing, fellas?
Good.
Mentals
here.
and dentals?
We
Good.
here.
We here? We here?
We
here?
Thanks for showing up on time.
Hey, you can't leave Kurt alone. Kurt can show up whenever he wants to. He's the one that he's the glue that holds this show together.
We don't know about that. Glad to be here, though.
I'm glad you're
See
here.
you guys.
Glad you're here. Glad you're all here. What are we going to talk
Tell you
about?
what, I had a hard time coming up with ideas today.
Did you?
It's that bye week.
Yeah, bye week, and it's just kind of like
Sorry week.
Raiders aren't great.
Cowboys ain't great.
Same old thing.
Nate wants
Yeah.
to talk about documentaries the whole show. You think we should do that?
Yeah, he was saying something about Bin Laden or something like that. He said, but it'll offend somebody, so we can't go there.
Yeah.
So, okay,
Telling him before the show came on, I watched a really good 3-part documentary series. He goes, let's talk about it on the show. I said, no, it'll piss somebody off.
well, we can talk about running whiskey up in Tennessee and stuff like that. I mean, I watched that documentary. It's called Lawless.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was good.
About the old moonshine runners?
Moonshine runners, man.
That's how NASCAR started, right?
That's how it started.
Yeah. What's that on? I want to go watch that.
Yeah, man. It's called a movie called Lawless, man.
Lawless. Okay.
Yeah. You're Hardy.
I'm not a documentary dude. Like, I'm not a.
Nah, it was a movie I watched. It
I'm
wasn't
not-
a documentary.
I'm not a. Like,
I thought you would be because you seem like you're kind of a historian. Appreciate.
You've pegged me all wrong.
No,
brother. You've pegged me all wrong.
really.
No. No, I don't know. Like documentaries, like even, people now are into like series and like, I don't.
Do you watch much TV?
You're looking for conclusions. Huh?
You watch TV to escape, not know about it.
Literally, if I watch 3 things.
Okay.
It's a sports, football, basketball, baseball,
Okay.
game show network,
Okay.
game show network, or HGTV. That's probably the extent of my TV
Which
watching.
one's HG?
That's the home improvement.
The home, like the home garden TV.
Oh, is that where they flip houses?
Yeah,
And all that stuff.
Yep. That is my that is my TV wheelhouse
Okay.
right there.
What's your favorite game show on TV? On that
All
network?
time.
All time.
Like when it's on, you have to watch.
Family Feud.
Okay.
Family Feud, $1,000 Pyramid, 25 words or less are probably my top 3.
10,000.
Okay. Old Family Feud or new Steve Harvey Family Feud or Richard Dawson Family?
Nah, Richard Dawson was kissing folks in the mouth. I always thought that was weird. Yeah, I always thought.
Hey, that was the
I always
70s,
thought.
80s,
Yeah, I always thought and they pucker up right there with him. I was like, and then like as a kid growing up, whenever you stayed home, it was kind of like you had to watch. Wheel of Fortune was a part of programming with your grandmother. My grandmother watched westerns, Wheel of Fortune, and then like the soap operas and stuff like that. So, but yeah, that is my
That's your wheelhouse?
that's my wheelhouse of TV watching.
What about you, Kurt?
Sports for sure, and then just general movies. I watch some documentaries on occasion. So yeah, but just
You don't have a series that you're into?
not. I mean,
Fast and the Furious.
no. You know, whatever the latest Netflix thing is on or something like that.
Landman, you seen Landman?
Yeah,
Into that?
did enjoy that.
It's good. New season's coming out.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Well, How about you, Nate?
Anything that don't have a commercial, I'll watch it.
Tell you, man.
I ain't gonna pay attention.
And
to
what's
it, but I'll
happened with
watch
all these streaming services? Now you pay subscription and you get charged. You got to watch commercials unless you want to like upcharge.
Why anybody? We watching something the other day. Like, why this commercial? Why are we watching commercials? Go watch something. We don't have to watch a commercial.
Yeah, this is 2025. Why am I watching a commercial?
Josh had asked me the other day. I know I went to the movies a week ago to see that old movie, but Josh was, Josh the movie buff. Like he loves, and he's like, "When the last movie you went to see besides the one I saw, the Last Dragon?" And I could not remember. I could not remember what was the last in theater movie that I saw. And I want to say I want to say it was like Lion King.
Wow.
Like not the original, like the new reboot one.
Oh, wow. I think mine was, other than my kid, I've seen a bunch of stuff of him, but probably Top Gun 2. That's the last one I saw.
Top Gun 2 was nice.
Josh, you would be happy to know, Josh. I think I'm going to go see Now You See Me, Now You Don't.
3.
Is it 3? 2.
Yes, 3.
Whatever the new
3.
one's coming out. Yeah, that one. I like that.
Now You See Me, Now You Don't.
I like that one.
That's a super movie.
I like that.
There's something you can show the kids there.
That's one of those sneaky movies. It was sneaky good. It was like National Treasure. It was like you watch and you were like, you know what? That was actually really good.
I like
Wasn't
that.
expecting that.
That was a good movie. I like that one.
All right.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Y'all want to get treated to something?
Yes.
That's, I don't know if y'all look at other people's podcasts, but this show that comes on after us, they got a dude on there that will say anything. Just watch, just listen. It ain't about what y'all talking about. It's something he said yesterday. I'm like, he worse than me. Just to listen to him. Hey, bro, you can
Tune in.
Huh?
Tune in.
I tune in, bro, because he was set it off. I mean, he was set it off. But anyway, he's more exciting than these Raiders anyway.
So how bad are the Raiders from what y'all see?
That one politically correct. You want to say, well, how good is it?
Well, as bad as y'all said they were. Are they?
Oh, man.
I mean, we're not world.
2-7, but they sure played Denver better than Dallas did. They only lost to Chicago by 1.
That's my question. Is we keep saying how bad the Raiders are, and we're
only in record. If you watch the film, they play decent.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just always one or two plays in the game that gets them. You know, they got, 6 interceptions, 18 sacks. Maxx Crosby lead it with 5. They run a 4-man front. Max lined up in Denver. He lined up everywhere, on the center, over both tackles, a little bit on the guards. Short yardage situations, they'll run over, kind of front. But they play hard, and they play. But and Jesse probably can get into the nuts and bolts of why are they losing? Because they ain't giving up 24 points a game. So you're saying to yourself, it's just solely their offense. I can't put my finger on it, and I'm not finna go through that. I went through the Broncos and part of the game before that. I can't think of who they played right before that. Just part of Jacksonville. So I went through the Broncos and Jacksonville. Jesse, you can have it. I ain't going no more.
Well, to answer your question, Shannon, I think when it comes to, because their defense, I don't know if the bar is set. Their defense is better than our defense. Like
They're average.
Like they're in the middle. They're middle of the pack defense. Like, so you're talking about like statistics alone, they're better than ours. I think their biggest issue is they don't have an offense that gives them points. The offense turns the ball over.
Guess who's coming to town?
I know. But this defense, like, of course, we all know the name, right? Like, we couldn't say his name because we're talking about trade deadline stuff, but we can say it now. Maxx Crosby. Like, he's the guy. And if I'm Maxx Crosby, honestly, I'm licking my chops because I can now, and to Nate's point, this defensive coordinator, Pat Graham, this DC he is given him the freedom to line up all up and down that defensive front. Part of the reason why we noticed that a little bit when Micah Parsons was here is that if I line him up at the same spot every single time, then you get a bead on him. You can have a tight end over there, running back over there, chipping him, double him, triple him at some point in times. But if I keep moving him, if I keep giving him different matchups and different looks, then you can't break the huddle and set up a double team or a chip that way. If I line him up in the middle, ain't no chips coming in the middle. You know, my double ain't coming in. Now I can slide my line one way or another, but lining him up all over the place gives him an advantage because he can get after the weak link on your offensive line.
There's a guy like that. Can he decide where he's going to line up when they break the huddle? Can he?
His intelligence tells you. His intelligence. Now, when he want to go back home, he go back over to that right. When he want to go home, he go to that right tackle. He coming home now.
Yeah.
And even his movement is a little bit more fluent when he go over that right tackle. Yeah. When he go over Nate Thomas or Steele, whichever one you want, Coach, he coming. Yeah. His movements is totally different when he go to the right side. He's a little bit more controlled everywhere else. Like he's trying to say, okay, I'm not as comfortable here, so I'm going to make sure I do my job at this position. But when he go to the right tackle, you'll see him slant. You'll see him he will do his thing over there. Am I wrong?
You're absolutely right. And, and that's Matt saying Maxx Crosby is a low-hanging fruit, but he is a guy that when you turn on the film, of course, he's a plus player. He's one of the elite guys in the league. We had the conversation. When you talk about elite edge rushers in this league, it's Garrett, it's Parsons, it's Crosby. Like he's in Watt. Like he's in that conversation of those elite pass rushers. You can add, maybe a Bosa in there or on the tail end of that, maybe a Hutchins. But he's one of those. You don't get too far down that list before you get to Maxx Crosby. So, I know that's going to be an emphasis for the Cowboys. You'd be a fool if it wasn't.
Is there anybody else at the top of their playbook or sheets for this week that
number 49
that's name's going to be up there besides Crosby on defense?
49 got it.
Charles Snowden.
He can flash. I've seen him flash a couple times, but like I say, I haven't. Fans, I apologize. It's just I had this problem when I was a player. When I deem you sorry, I just glance at you. I deem them sorry, even though their defense is sturdy. I would hate to come in and say, y'all, their defense crushed us. Right. Their defense is sturdy.
Right.
Their defense is sturdy.
Their defense isn't the problem.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yes, sir.
Like it's not the solution either, but it ain't the problem. Right? Like if you had an offense, and for the most part, this offense, I shouldn't say that most part, but like coming into this year, people would have thought that this offense would have been better.
Yes.
You get the draft pick in Ashton Genty. You already had Brock Bowers.
The guy they traded.
You were hoping for.
Didn't they trade someone?
Well, they had Jacoby Myers and they traded him away.
Yeah.
But you would hope that you didn't expect to get this version of Geno.
No, he's been a big.
That's been the biggest problem offensively. You didn't expect to get. You expected to get the Geno that they had over there in Seattle last year and the years before that, where it kind of like found his groove, and so when he came over here, he just hasn't played anywhere near close to what he was before. But defensively, they're gonna blitz. They'll use Jamal Adams as a blitzer, and he plays that. He plays that kind of that Budda Baker kind of role. You know what I mean? Like Budda Baker plays that like that star linebacker. He's not really a linebacker. He's not really a safety, but he plays near the box. He'll blitz. He'll try to cover a little bit. Not a great cover guy. He wants to bring the physicality. So just think in the mindset of Budda Baker, right? Like that's what Jamal Adams is now at this point in time in his career. He's kind of that star. He's that star backer, not a safety, not a linebacker. They move him around a little bit. He can, like I said, he's a guy to watch for if they're going to send the blitz. I mean, there isn't outside of Maxx Crosby. He is the force multiplier. They'll rotate. Even a guy like Tyree Wilson. We heard that name in trade conversations about, he was a former first-round pick out of Texas Tech. And, he hadn't quite lived up to that billing. But I've now had to adjust my film watching mindset, because I say these things and I go, well, it seems as if when the Cowboys come to town, what I see on film doesn't always play out the bill, or the weaknesses I see on film. I'm like, they all of a sudden now they'll go from having 2 sacks and they'll be 5, or they won't get on it. So I'll say defensively that the Vegas Raiders defense isn't their Achilles heel. It's not the weak point of their team, and very beatable, but you better have a plan for number 98 every down, because he's in there on the run, he's in there on the pass. He is as good as a run defender as he is as a pass rusher, and his motor is relentless.
He can sit in his chair and touch Jesse.
Yeah.
That's how long he's on.
His motor is relentless. Just when you think this might be a good time, I can single block just for this one play, is when he'll kill you. It's when he will get you. So that is the thing about Maxx Crosby, is he has a relentless motor. And it's not like, I've made jokes before about like, this guy's just all motor.
Right.
No. He is skilled.
Like you do my Detroit guy.
Yeah, Alex. Hutchins. Hutchins.
Yeah, all motor.
He is skill. He is motor. He is
smart.
Beat. He's smart.
Yes, sir.
Did I say skilled? Mm-hmm. He has an array of pass rush moves. He'll dip and rip. He'll ghost move you. He'll one arm stab you. He'll bull rush you. His
toolbox is full.
His toolbox is full of moves. And like I said, I don't know if it's going to be Nate. I don't know if it's going to be...
No, Thomas. It ain't going to be Nate.
You're right. I know.
I ain't going out there.
And you're right, because I say that. I'm like, people don't
I ain't going out there.
Call him Nate. You got to call him Nate Thomas.
Yeah, because Nate ain't going out there.
There's only one Nate. There's only one Nate.
He's sitting in there safely.
Yeah.
There's one Troy. There's one Michael. There's one
You got
Nate.
to say
Yeah, let's see. Went to Green Bay. That Michael.
Yeah. Michael Parsons. But yeah, that has to be so. Whether it's Nate Thomas or whether it's Terrence Steele, Shoddy, they have to have a game plan. You can run on this team if you need to. Definitely, you can run on this team if you need to, and of course, you can pass the ball if you need to. But when you do it, you and the Cowboys have done this. If you go back and look at the last couple of games. Mm-hmm. And we'll talk about offense tomorrow, so I don't want to get too far on that. But the Cowboys have gone to some more heavy tight end sets when they want to pass the ball down the field. So I wouldn't be shocked if that's a part of this week's game plan as well.
All right, let's talk about that Cowboys offense. And is football fun for you guys anymore when we come back on Hanging with the Boys?
Yeah, the College World thing is...
How about them Cowboys? And how about those Hillshire Farm Little Smokies cocktail links? We're big fans of both. After you enjoy the game, keep the celebration going with our savory, delicious Little Smokies cocktail links. Whether it's bringing incredible flavor to your family gatherings or surprising friends with mid-game fuel, Little Smokies cocktail links are sure to be a crowd pleaser. Get yours today at your local grocery store and enjoy them your way. Hillshire Farm is proud to be the official protein of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hillshire Farm is calling.
Cowboys fans, SeatGeek is the only primary ticketing partner of America's team and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Cowboys games or to any other live event in DFW, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. SeatGeek.
Crown Royal and the Dallas Cowboys are bringing back the Royal Rig for Season 2. See it in action at AT&T Stadium on Thanksgiving Day, where the Dallas Cowboys take on the Kansas City Chiefs, and around Dallas on November 26th and November 28th. Visit crownroyal.com to see where else the Royal Rig is stopping this NFL season. That's crownroyal.com. Please drink responsibly.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to Hanging with the Boys. Every second segment of the show brought to you by blockchain.com. Thank you, blockchain.com. All right. You mentioned watching tape and having to reprogram your brain how you watch tape. When you guys watch a game, I know you watch it the way you've watched it your whole life, from a film and a battle standpoint and kind of breaking down do you ever just sit back and go, I'm not going to watch this from an analytical standpoint. I'm just going to watch the flow of the game? Because I think most fans, you watch the ball gets hyped to the quarterback. You watch the quarterback with the ball. Then you watch where the ball goes. You guys are watching, okay, the push up front, the battle up front, and then your eyes probably go somewhere else, and you don't get to enjoy the flow of the game and the fandom and the excitement because you're too busy. Like, did you see that guy get pushed 4 yards off the ball? Like, we watch it as a whole, right? Mm-hmm. From the God's eye, right? From way up. You're watching individual stuff. Do you, even if you're watching a game you're not interested?
Oh, no, I've learned, I've trained, I'm going to enjoy the game. Because if I find myself trying to watch it, maybe Jesse still watching it, trying to watch it from the inside out, I miss everything.
Right.
Because I'm trying to look at these linemen and the ball gone. So I got to wait for the replay to see what, you know what I'm saying? So I train now, but when I'm looking at this film, like a couple of weeks ago, I had problems with that. When we were watching Denver, I truly had a problem because I saw what was finna happen to us. I saw it firsthand. And I'm like, this is not a good feeling for me. Because I'm all Cowboys, and I knew we was finna get smashed. So in the next week, I wasn't joking. I didn't watch film the way I watched it.
You take a break?
I'm like, no, sir, because when you know a weakness, and I know our Cowboy weaknesses, and I'm looking at this film, and I'm like, how do we line up and block this? What scheme does Coach Schottenheimer has for this trail? And so I don't even – in the defense, I'm like, this is a – 3-4 weeks ago, Nate, this is Jesse. Nate, I'm going to quit looking at film objectively. I'm just going to say they ain't played the Cowboys yet.
All right.
And you hear what he's still saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I want to say this, but they ain't played the Cowboys yet. That means we're not a very good team. Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, finally, we got a team that I think that is sorrier than us, so I can watch the film.
But when you watch your teams, you step back and you enjoy the game.
Not the Cowboys and see the Raiders is my second best team, so I'm like, wow.
But then you go back and watch the film. So you try to watch it from a fan's perspective, right?
Only during the week and like Monday night, not this. And when I'm looking at film from this.
Right. I'm talking about when the game's on live.
Oh, the game's on live, yeah. Not our game. Not Cowboys or Raiders. Every other 30 games, I watch that way.
But if it's Cowboys, you're breaking it down as
and Raiders,
it's
I'm breaking it down because I know we got to talk about it sooner or later.
Okay. What about you?
I haven't gotten to his point yet.
You ain't got there yet.
Every game you're analyzing.
Every game I'm looking at down and distance.
Even if you don't care about the teams.
It's a part of who I am. It's a part of who I am. So every game I'm watching and I'm thinking, okay, it's 2nd and 9. All right, well, what's a good play call right here? Do I go here? Do I go there? I've yet to get to that point where I can if I go watch a high school football game, I got friends who are high school football coaches. I'm going and I'm watching. I'm just like, oh man, you got to. I don't know how to watch the game any other way. So everything that I watch, I've yet to find the window of watching it for just pure enjoyment.
You like the Tom Brady commercial where the kids are outside playing and the dad's like, You got it. You know, he's trying to.
Yeah.
No football like Tom Brady.
Yeah. I'm like that. I just.
So you don't enjoy. So if you're gonna watch this, what about basketball? Because you play same thing.
Same way.
Is there anything you watch for enjoyment, like a sport?
The Home Improvement Channel. You trying to break that down?
Women's volleyball. No, I'm playing. No, because I'm always trying to I'm always looking at the technical aspect of it.
Right. You have that athlete mindset.
Yeah. Like I'm always looking at even I'm not the biggest baseball enthusiast, but even when I'm watching some of that, I'm looking and I'm like, how do I see it come out of the glove? Right? Because I'm trying to. You hear pictures they catch the balls that come out of the glove, out of his hand, and I'm like, damn, how did he catch that? What is that? What does that four seamer look like? And I try to see if the rotation is still there, and swinging, and when your hands are in tight, or So I'm always watching it in that level. I can enjoy it. If you make an athletic play, I'm just like, you know what I mean?
You appreciate.
I appreciate
You're talking about when CD made that face.
Yes. Yeah. So, I'll give you an example. I was watching the first game that Joe Flacco had took over of the Bengals, and I remember I forgot who they were playing, but Jamar Chase went off, right? And I had long said this, and this was before CD got hurt. I was like, man, by years in, I thought man, CD's going to be in the conversation to be the number one receiver in the league, right? And then I watched that game, and I'm looking at Jamar Chase, and I'm just like, you know what? This is the best. This dude right here is different. And you watch him, you just like, I'm like, yeah, he made 20 catches or whatever it was, 18, whatever the targets he got. But I'm watching and I'm just like, nah, this dude is powerful. He runs this route in his hands and he finished. And I'm like, yeah, CD might be number 2. We might have a confidence about number 2. But number 1 belonged to that dude in Cincinnati. So I'm always looking at the game like that. I don't know. I just
if you can't throw the ball to him,
I don't know. I haven't gotten to that point of watching it like a fan. Don't know if I ever will. Don't know if I don't even know if I want to.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to.
What about you?
I'm more analytical and all watching baseball.
Mm-hmm.
I played that more, and so
what pitch?
Yeah,
what should he throw here?
Why is he lined up there? And
he's setting him up for this.
Yeah, just I know the game, the intricacies of the game more than.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that right here. It ain't for a game that you stand around more than half the time. That is the most technical game, baseball. For a game that you standing around, hey, swing, batter. It is so much. It is a line, Kurt. It's a lot. It's a lot to think about.
Mechanics are really big in baseball.
Hitting and
bro,
pitching and.
When I used to talk to Dion, come on, Dion, you just swinging a bat. You just going at it. Okay, Nate. That's always okay. What you do on this situation? What you do on that situation? And I don't know. Well, this is what you're supposed to do. This is how you're supposed to dispose your lineup. We already got this. They got a bigger scouting report than we have in football, bro. On each player.
Yeah.
What the pitcher likes to throw in this situation. You got to come up as a batter. You got to understand that.
Right.
Now,
75% of the time he throws this.
2 outs.
Yeah.
2 outs, one on first.
Yeah.
Now you can't. I'm like, advance the runner. With dummy, it's 2 outs already. How you going to advance the runner? A little small.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you know what? I quit watching baseball. Too technical for me. I just say batter, swing.
Yeah.
So football is not really fun for you to watch.
Oh no, I enjoy it.
You enjoy it. You enjoy breaking it
I
down.
enjoy that.
I do.
That's how you still enjoy it. It hasn't.
Enjoy it.
Okay.
I enjoy it.
I've tried to, listening to you guys over the years, watch individual battles and watch the push up front and watch how guys are lined up, and I miss so much. I don't enjoy watching the game because I'll look up and they'll be halfway down the field. And I'll be like, how'd they go from the 20 to the 50? I don't even know how they got here because I'm sitting here focused on this. I can't process it all together, so I have to pick one or the other, and then half the time at the end of the game, I'm like, okay, what exactly happened in the game? Because I was watching this and this. So I've tried and I can't do it. So I just watch it from a holistic point of view. And to me, it's more enjoyable because it's
definitely
NFL films.
You go on the ride,
out.
you know. Yeah, the
NFL film.
all 32.
No, follow the football. NFL film. When they started creating that, they said, "What's the most important thing?
Mm-hmm.
It's the football. Follow the football." You know. That for me and for Jess, that's kind of hard to do when we trying to break down games. Always to follow the football, but he may look at the football game from outside in. I look at it from inside. If my centers and guards are garbage, I know what's going to happen to the tackles. I don't know how great they are. You know, so I look at it a different way.
And you guys can look at what the first 5-10 plays of a game and go, "Oh, this is what's happening."
I'm telling you, I've turned on film many times and watched the first 10 plays and be like, here's
the final score.
Yeah, I'm like, we in trouble, or this is gonna be a field day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't be knowing what the score gonna be, but I can tell you what's gonna happen to that player.
I'm like, oh yeah, like we about to eat here.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one of them games with so and so and so and so. But yeah, I can tell that sometimes, and literally, like, I can look at a game and be like, here's what they should do. You better run outside zone today.
Yeah.
Today better be one of them days where you run on the edge. And I'm 12 plays in.
And then
part of me wishes I knew that intricacy of the game, that really in-depth technique and all that. Part of me is like, no, I want to enjoy the whole.
It would take away your joy.
I don't want to get.
It'd be a
stuck in that
job,
minutia,
almost.
But see, like for me is if I'm like, here it come, like this was happening right here, and it happens, you like.
I knew
that's
it.
a good play. That's how you're supposed to run that play, or whatever. You can see a kind of a route being set up throughout the course of a game. Like early in the game, you might see something and they might incomplete. I'm like, all
right, so
that play's coming back.
All right, so
that play's gonna get running.
Question on that: both of you guys, y'all sit here on this show, and all week long you talk about. This is what they need to do. They better do this. This is what's going to happen. This person will do this. This is how you combat that. Now, a lot of it's the players on the field, but then when you know it, and then it comes Sunday and they don't do what they should do, how frustrating is that for y'all to know, like, I know this. Why do you guys over there not know it?
Super frustrating. But again, I'm sitting here with just that one issue. Right, like to go and be a DC, go be a head coach, go be an OC. There's a million things going on in his head at the same time. Right. Like, and it sounds simple, but he's thinking clock management, how many timeouts. Jim Bauer's in one ear telling him a player's not in. He got another coach in another ear saying this is happening. He's trying to feel the flow of the game, and so like it's so many things that happens in the course of a game. And then it's the chess match. I'm trying to, because you can set certain things up. But a lot of times it's an educated guessing game. Mm-hmm. It's like, I saw this on film on third downs. And now what you hope is, and what the really good offensive coordinators are starting to do now, is they're by their alignments, by their personnel alignments and motion, they're dictating the coverage you're going to play, which is the coverage they want you to play to get that play off for them. Now, once it happens, the athletes have to be the athletes, and now that's a whole other
game is moving.
That's a whole other predictability that you just can't factor into it. But you see more and more now, and I'm just telling y'all, start looking at that team in LA, the Rams. Okay, start looking at that team in LA and what they're doing with their offense. You're gonna start seeing a lot more teams doing what they're doing. That McVay is a bad man.
Is this like are we at a time now where this is a transition, like when the West Coast offense came out, it was like, whoa, nobody's ever seen this, and then everybody starts kind of following suit? Is that kind of what's going on?
He just forgot to tell y'all something. You better go get Stafford.
That helps. That helps. But McVay, you're gonna start seeing.
You can see it, bro.
You're gonna start seeing the shift, and we already know about like athletic tight ends, but he wants multiple of them. He's starting to run this 3 tight end set where he's finding these unicorns that can block and run routes. And now when you start having that, the mismatches that he's getting is crazy, because he's like, oh, I want a linebacker on him. I want a safety on him. And now you don't have enough athletic people to match up when you got Puka on one side and Adams on the other side.
Sir.
And now you're like, and now the tight ends is athletic, and you don't. They leave them in there for run plays. And now you start, oh, well, how do I combat that? I got to bring a safety in. I got to bring this in. Okay, cool. They can run block. Now the safety's in there. I'm telling you, just that team in LA.
How big is Puka?
He's about 6'2".
Because what he does is unreal, man.
6'1", 6'2".
And you know what I admired about this coach you talking about?
6'2".
What I admired about him is during the preseason game, he went up in the booth, let his offensive coordinator, his so-called offensive coordinator, call the game, and he talked to his people, which is, the big lineman. He talking to his people like we talking. And like Jesse is sharing the knowledge. He's sitting up there sharing the knowledge like, I can tell you all day, but you still ain't going to stop me. I'm not picking at nobody. Oh, we're not going to show you nothing. Well, you should have showed your players because they can't do it. I'm just being honest. But he does it, bro. Now, he don't show it all because it's like he got a bag full of it. But I'm telling you, I'm like, this man is up in the booth telling his guys exactly what should have went down there. Well, he's when the season start, I promise you I haven't ready to do that. And I'm like, hold on. That's an arrogance I ain't seen, bro. That's why I fell in love with it. I was like, man, this dude, they're arrogant.
And those are the type of, like, when I go to watch, like, if I'm watching an opponent, like if the Cowboys are about to play, I told you guys this before. Like, I'm like, let me go find a team I'm really. Do they play the Rams? Let me go see that. Do they play this also? Let me go see that. Because I'm telling y'all, like, just watch. Just watch in the next year or two, you're gonna start seeing more teams trying to go to this athletic tight end look
that can block.
Yes. And because now they'll leave two in and block, they'll line one up way outside the numbers. And what you got to do, you got to pull your linebacker all the way out there. And most of the time it's like, wait, but they in 3 tight end set. So I got a bigger personnel in there. So which linebacker gonna go out there and have to guard this one? Is the one we got to cover or the one that we got to tackle? Because the one that the tackle is gonna go out there and guard him. Matthew Stafford back there like, we know we going with the ball. So just saying.
All right, let's take our last break. When we come back, more football on Hanging with the Boys.
Cowboys fans, SeatGeek is the only primary ticketing partner of America's team and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game so you can be part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Cowboys games or to any other live event in DFW, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. SeatGeek.
Crown Royal and the Dallas Cowboys are bringing back the Royal Rig for Season 2. See it in action at AT&T Stadium on Thanksgiving Day, where the Dallas Cowboys take on the Kansas City Chiefs, and around Dallas on November 26th and November 28th. Visit crownroyal.com to see where else the Royal Rig is stopping this NFL season. That's crownroyal.com. Please drink responsibly.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the final segment of the show. Brought to you by 7-Eleven. Just like 7-Eleven, we are always open for business on this show. And been a weird week. Been a weird layoff. Monday night, schedule's all out of whack.
Mm-hmm.
Do these extra days, is that going to help your team, your offense, your defense, or is, you guys as players are all about routine. And when you get out of your routine, Jesse, you've talked about it a lot on this show. This is what I do on Monday. This is what I do on Tuesday. This is what I do on Wednesday at 2 o'clock. This is what I do on Wednesday at 3 o'clock. With this being such a weird, the extra time is good, right? But the routine is all out of whack.
Yep.
Is it a good thing to have the extra rest time and kind of get away from everything for a little bit? And then this week you get back into it, but then it's going to take you a little bit of time to get back into your routine, so it kind of messes it up from the back end standpoint. Like, what's both of y'all's thoughts on this long layoff?
The deal is the unusual thing that happened with the kid passing away. Mm-hmm. That's what throws the wrinkle in it. Now let's just try to forget about that for a moment. What I've been on both ends of the spectrum. I don't care spectrum, where I don't do nothing to improve myself, and I've been on the other end where this means something. I got to go to work. You got to. Do you have the majority of your players over there? This means something. This is where I need to improve. This is what I need to do. Or do you have that guy like, I'm out of town. I'm gone. I'm finna set up stuff for the off season. So it may be different for Jess, but I played both sides of that fence.
I think, and this is not like what happened last week, I think has a profound effect on how things are being done currently. Because to Nate's point, there probably were some players like, what do I have to do to get better? But I'm in the middle of grieving. I don't want to do anything.
Right.
And it's not because I don't want to get better or know I need to do more, but I'm so hurt right now. I don't even want to. I don't want to go do it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And this is not unique to the Cowboys, what I'm about to say next. It's guys like this on every team. You got guys on every single team, on every single roster, and just about every sport who don't give a damn.
That's right.
Who are like, man, listen, if things are going great, they all in. When things ain't going great, they worried about their check that's coming on Tuesday. So like that's not specifically unique to just the Cowboys. That is professional sports. That's sports at any level.
That's right.
And so you have a mixture of those guys. The time period does you well because when you get to this point, once you leave training camp, everybody's dealing with something. Nobody's 100% leaving training camp. Everybody's leaving with something, some greater than others. And as the year goes on, each and every week, it's a war of attrition. Like I laugh. There's two things that I always laugh at. When older people say it's the best shape they were in their life, that's a lie. And then the other thing was as he got stronger as the game or the season went on. That's a lie. You don't. What happens is you're able to maintain, because of your training and your preparation, you're able to maintain your higher level of athleticism and skill because the body isn't breaking down so fast. No one gets stronger as the game goes on. No one. It's physically impossible. What is possible is to be able to maintain a certain level of greatness longer than others. You know what I'm saying? And so that rest kind of gives you, it rejuvenates you a little bit. It gives you some fresh legs. It gives you a chance to heal up a little bit and maybe go from being 70% to 85% or 80% to 90%. You know what I mean? But then you have to be able to compartmentalize and lock back in. Can everybody do that? I don't know. I do not know. Everybody's thought process and thinking and processing and being able to do these different things are different. What happened a week ago is extremely rare. Extremely rare. And it's now having to, even this week, there's been moments where they've had to do things that was outside of what they normally would have done. You know, there's meetings, there's breakfasts, there's people coming in, there's intervention, there's all these other things that you are now doing that if I'm being honest with you, and this is not me trying to sound insensitive, that takes your mind away from the game. It's necessary. Again, this is a very unique situation. It's necessary. But those waking moments are waking moments where you're not studying, you're not game planning, you're not working out, you're not doing all the normal things that you would normally do in this week because of the circumstances. Now, what you hope is that you can rally in the next couple of days, right? Today, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and then maybe a little bit on Sunday to get ready for Monday night. That gives you a little bit, gives you an extra day. But it's very unique. It's a very unique situation. And I thought about this, and I know we got to go, but I thought about this the other day, and I was thinking about Coach Schottenheimer. Because as a head coach, you already have just the job title of head coach and all that encompasses, right? Now I have to go and support and manage 60 plus dudes and staff because everybody's going through something because of the recent events, right? And now I got to double down, check down on that while also still trying to get my game plan together for my offense and also while making sure that I'm still looking in over at that defense and who ain't right. You know what I'm saying?
It puts a very human element into something that's more systematic.
And then on top of that, one thing I thought about was who's checking on Shotty?
Yeah.
Right? Because you have to, it is to just have to relate to one person can be exhausting. Mentally, physically, emotionally. I got 60. And out of that 60, there may be, the D-line group, whatever that number is, it's probably a little bit more for them because of the closeness of it. And then it's the defense, right? Then it's the defensive coaches. And then it's a lot. So, and the Vegas Raiders, you know what they're not going to do? They ain't going to show you an ounce of sympathy. They're not going to show you an ounce of sympathy. You step on that field, they're going to try to put your face in the dirt. After the game, they'll pray, and they'll ask you if you're okay. But in between that 53 and the third, and they're looking to get a win. They're looking to get a home victory. So it's a lot, man. I hope that somehow, some way, I know life is more important than the game, but the game is the game. And this is your occupation. So, if you're gonna make a run, it starts Monday night. You don't want to travel out to Vegas. And maybe that might be good. Maybe that might be best for them to get away from it. But yeah.
Good stuff, Jesse. Thank you. Nate, nice tie, Nate. Kurt,
I'm just holding on to it, letting this brother know.
You rubbing it.
I'm gonna keep showing this tie because Jesse stole 4 of them.
You rubbing it in my face because that was my favorite one. That's all right. Chris,
it kind of do it. Go with the shirt. Oh no,
it's a little.
No, not that shirt.
Chris, thanks for keeping us on the air. Josh, thanks for keeping him company. Tomorrow, Cowboys defense, Raiders offense on Hanging with the Boys.
We out.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?